Fagerstrom and Rubin. So they will be receiving elimination here today. And
we're back here where Nina Fagerström of Finland has just been eliminated, unfortunately for this young rider from that country, where she has been the rider of the year. And her horse just didn't like the look of those Kentucky fences. We've seen it a couple of times earlier in the day.
Right, and she was clear up until this point. And the horse just lost his confidence. And then her second approach, he stopped again. And second refusal is elimination. So too bad for her.
Jaime, having just returned from Europe, having an excellent tour there throughout this summer. He's twice been a representative for Mexico at the Olympic Games, both in Atlanta in 1996 and Barcelona in 1992.
So now at the Kentucky Horse Park in the Rolex Stadium in the arena, ready to go from Mexico, is Jaime Guerra-Piedra. And watch me BH Grootveldhof.
Jaime's twice competed at the World Equestrian Games. Been very successful competing in Europe this year.
Surreal there and combination.
Yeah, can't underestimate the oxer coming out of that combination. That's sort of the first real test of scope. Horse's ability to jump the width there and faulted the water. A lot of horses. An inordinate amount of faults at the water today. I'm surprised to see so many faults. Because there is a wall at the front of the water which helps horse jump over it as opposed to just the brush box.
Jumping faults already.
Sometimes horses will have a rail early and then they'll just sort of let down a bit. And then have a couple more, which is otherwise uncharacteristic. So for 3 rails down and a foot in the water for 16 added seconds.
94.05 score for Jaime Guerra-Piedra of Mexico.
94.05 will be the final result with the penalty second back.
Jumps in really nicely over the triple bar, rides him forward, then he just jumps up and just pops down with his hind feet. He really jumped across it well, just didn't quite get his hind feet stay up in the air long enough.
That's his son. Disappointed there for his dad, but waving the flag in encouragement.
He's home now here in Lexington, Kentucky. He was raised in since 12 years of age. Very successful young rider career. He represented Austria at the Young Rider European Championships in 2004. He was also a Grand Prix winner at San Remo.
Now from Austria in the ring, Christian Fries. From Lanko, riding Lanko. Ray Gelding.
See these hats on these horses' heads. They wear them in the summertime to sort of keep the bugs out of their ears, but they wear them all the time, even when it's not warm outside, because they like to, horses that are a little worried about the crowd noise, they'll stuff cotton in their ears and then wear the hat over there just to keep that cotton in the ears. Whoa, way bad distance. Stood up way too far there. Whoa. This horse is a victim of a poor ride so far. The rider just miscalculating the distances.
Sure the hat's not down over his eyes. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
Well, this is definitely a pilot error. The rider just misjudging. The rider has to feel the horse's stride. He has to get the horse to an appropriate takeoff so that the horse can jump the fence appropriately, depending on the size of the fence. So it's really, the rider has a big job adjusting and the horse's stride.
Well, a shake of the head from this rider, Christian Fries, will be unhappy with that performance. 20 jumping faults.
See him coming to the water, he just missed the distance. He's just way long. The horse has, there's just no way a horse could jump that from that far away without more speed. Same thing here. He asked him to take off way far back, and the horse wisely just chipped in to be able to make it across.
Number 1 in the world on a Rolex World Ranking list. Been riding since he was just 10 years old.
So 95.23 will be the score for Christian Fries of Austria. Now in the arena, this is a good one. Kevin Stout from France, aboard Sylvana de Pousse, gray mare.
Kevin has just taken over the top ranking. He's ranked number 1 in the world right now. He's had a terrific summer. This is not his top horse that he's been so successful with. A lot of these riders have several very good horses they can choose from for the championships. The French team did win the Nations Cup Series this summer. Whoa, the crowd kind of oohed and awed as he angled that fence, hit it hard, but he sort of hit it on top of the wall instead of in front, so it didn't push the box off. It sort of held it in place. Kevin's been a strong member of the winning Nations Cup team this summer. Some people thought maybe the French used their horses pretty hard this summer, may not have as much left for these championships. That remains to be seen. Oof. Really had to reach there across that, and that's a narrow oxer. That's not one of the widest fences on course. So a little miscalculation there somehow.
Whoop.
That's unusual. It looked like he took back and the horse just overreacted. Thought he meant to stop.
Yeah, because the horse was perfectly willing to go.
Yeah,
Second go round.
And he doesn't get points for refusing there, just the extra seconds it took to circle and retry that fence.
So it's just the 4 jumping faults, but the time loss.
That puts him
damaging.
way down, yeah, way down. You're right, damaging, that's a good word. Just a lack of communication between the horse and rider. Horse thought he meant to stop, and I don't think the rider did mean to stop.
So 86.87, well back in 59th place as a result.
Yeah, for the number 1 rider in the world, that is definitely unexpected.
Here's a cool veteran from Sweden in the warm-up area, Rolf Goran Bengtsson. He's got some skins on the wall of his sport.
He's a silver medalist from Beijing 2 years ago, jumped off with Eric Lamaze for the gold medal.
And this is Pedro Diniz from Brazil, now in the arena on Amaryllis. Gray mare. It's not the old gray mare, it's just gray mare.
And so this is the anchor rider for the team of Rodrigo Pessoa, Dodo Miranda, and Bernardo Alves. And the riders can ride in a different order tomorrow. The chef keeps determine the order of the riders on the team. They can be in a different order in the class today as in the team competition that starts tomorrow.
You got a foot in the water there too, so you may find that turn out to be 8 jumping faults. Another one down there, so all kinds of problems here for this Brazilian rider.
So again, in this competition from the teams, there is a drop score. So if you have 4 riders on a team, you take the best 3 scores from each competition from today, and then the best 3 from the team competition Tuesday, and the best 3 from the team competition on Wednesday. And then the medals will be decided for the team after the Wednesday competition. So the 3 rounds for the team medals, 5 rounds for individual to determine the final 4.
So 12 jumping faults.
Well, he knocked that down with his stifle. the top of his leg.
Here's Katarina Offel and La Bomba.
And so we'll be back here with the remainder of the action in a moment.
34-year-old.
American figure skater Mirai Nagasu has confidence, a lot of it.